Hey, Shalom Akim, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem, Rakwakodash, of honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Rule Well. This is Brother Nash DC Camp, it's a short video, short lesson to inform Akim, this situation of the Brexit, man, it's no joke, but it's all prophecy, it's all that the Lord is doing, to let the Edomites know that their houses, is gonna fall apart, man. Their alliances is gonna fall apart, because that's just the way the Lord loves things to be. The Most High likes the drama, so He's gonna give them the drama, right? So I'll play the video and I get some quick precepts.
This part of the English Midlands is known with affection as the Potteries, the people who crafted plates and ceramics with a reputation as kind and welcoming. But over the decades, many of the factories which used to employ generations from the same families lie ruined. As the work moved abroad, nobody came to help. On one of the tired shopping streets, a vicar who spends his time
That's exactly what happens, man. When these laws are being drafted, when they're being proposed, and they like to, create this whole idea and narrative that is going to boost local economy. It's going to create job, and then businesses start to shut down because the big boys are taking over. So that's exactly what happened to that small town. So that's just let you know, man, that this Edomites elite, man, they don't care about their own people, especially the small businesses. They just want to gobble up everything, because it's all about control, control, and control, and control. When they see, the numbers are not adding up properly, they want to redraw the map and, draw more legislation up to push things in their favor. You have fishermen complaining, you got businesses complaining, you got students with all kinds of aspirations, and then they see that, well, what kind of future are they gonna have, all right? So it's just beautiful to see that the Lord Yabashim Shai set up a trap, you know, for this Edomites to fall into. And that's a good thing. So I'm just going to read a quick precept from what the Lord Yabashim Shai said. All right. So this is from the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. And it says, I just go straight to the point. And they called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? Alright, because folks didn't believe the miracles he was doing. And then he went on to make this point, saying, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Alright, and then it says, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Alright, and that is the point right there. And that is the point right there. These Edomites, they're doing so much damage to their own people. And that's judgment of the Lord Yabashim Shai, greed. This greed. It's exactly what these Edomites can't let go of, man.
reaching out to a variety of underprivileged groups offers a compelling interpretation of the vote to leave the EU.
Why wasn't anything done? Why wasn't anything changed? I don't think it was done out of a degree of hubris or arrogance, maybe sometimes a sense of annoyance, a sense of distance, a chasm, so to speak, between, the 100 and so miles between Stoke and London. But to say, no, we're here too.
But if those who voted leave are defiant, elsewhere there are genuine concerns about the future. Who would have voted to stay in the European Union? That's almost everybody, isn't it? After all, Some would like to get out of Stoke and spread their wings. Is there much point learning French if you can't get a work permit there in the future?
Yeah, it just seems that we've been working so hard to knock down these barriers and push forward, make connections with people all over the world, and now it just seems to be going the other way.
You can't blame people for using their vote.
So what are they gonna do, man? So that's how messed up this society has become. The youngsters, folks in college, they don't have a bright perspective of a prosperous future, because all they see is, the war drums being beaten, the dividing of the people, the rhetoric, the anger and the violence. They see all the madness going on and corruption. Then you ask yourself, man, wow, this is exactly what the scripture talks about, man. And that's a beautiful thing. And hey, you can't hold on to anything in this place, man. It's all vanity. It's that simple, man. This Brexit stuff, it's not, it's not something to write home about, man. Whether the UK leaves or stays, man, the poor folks will remain poor. The elites will get rich and stay rich. So that's just the point, man. So I just say Ka halal Yahaba Shemel Shai, Ba Shem Kwadash. And I'll just play the video some
Going the other
more.
way.
You can't blame people for using their vote to protest against what happened to their once great town. Equally, you can't blame the young for wanting to get out of a city which seems to have lost hope. It's the same story in so many cities like this, where traditional industry has gradually faded away and been replaced by what people nowadays call the gig economy, low-paid work with no prospects or structure. Well, the Prime Minister says that Brexit is an opportunity to change that.
In the gig economy, that's what Jake has been used to, man. That's what they call day laborers. The so-called day laborers, man. See, Jake's, especially of the Northern Kingdom, Salvadorians, Guatemalans, Mexicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, saying out there by 7-Eleven, Home Depot, Lowe's, looking for a hustle, standing out there morning, day, and night just to get on the truck, to go do some construction work or whatever. That's exactly what is coming on Esau now, man. These curses are coming upon the house of these Edomites. Because when Jake was going through this old madness, they're like, oh, well, it's not me, so what can I do? They look the other way. They take advantage of Jake, They have Jake walk on a work site, and all of a sudden, they don't want to pay. They call the cops. They create all kind of false narratives, man. And it's just so messed up, man. That's how Esau is, man. Create trouble somewhere else to create an oversupply of labor, and then, wages go down. Then they start complaining about immigration, and then the people start saying, well, we need to vote, to prevent these illegals from coming over here. And then they keep the so-called people causing the problem in power. So they're playing the people against themselves, and that's exactly what you see, So it's no big surprise, man. It's all smoke screen of the elites, man.
Create an economy which works for everyone, not just the privileged few. The question is, what do you do in proud industrial towns to give people hope? Because the things which made Stoke rich, like pottery and coal, will now never come back. What they want instead are expressions of new local economies to offer.
And that's what the elites want. They want more control. They want to have control of the people. They want to decimate a location. Then they write the laws to do that, and then all of a sudden the place goes into shambles. And they come back in and scoop it up for dirt cheap prices.
Opportunities to people who know how to make things.
And that's what you call gentrification right there, man. So, that's how Esau is, man. That's just another aspect of white supremacy.
that growth, which we have very strongly here, of civic businesses, businesses who really care about the area, are really deeply rooted here and care about the people here. That's going to be one of the great advantages that we're going to have, and a real new way of looking at business and society.
This world outside London has turned British politics upside down. The complaint from the capital is, why isn't there a plan for Brexit? But Stoke says, you never gave us a plan when we needed it. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, Stoke-on-Trent.
And that's the point right there, man. You know, places all boarded up. People have to move somewhere else to find employment, you know. So just imagine, you know, property value will go down over there. Crime will increase. The place becomes a dumping site, you know, and then all of a sudden the rich real estate developers and movers and shakers just go in there, demolish the place, you know, do what they gotta do, you know. So that's just all they do, man. It's a whole bunch of trickery, you know. So I just say, you know, Tawala Yaba Shima Shai Kahala Yaba Shima Shaba Shima Krokadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Stone rule well, and the I came doing the work of Yaba Shima Shai, sincerity in truth and in faith. Hey, it is what it is, man. You know, Yeshua's kingdom is going down, so you can't run away, man, from seeing these things, you know. So whether it's in France, in England, Ireland, Belgium, hey, Norway, they got to take care of certain things, but hey, only the elites are benefiting, you know, from these so-called schemes. This, I'll just say shalom. You know, what else can you say, man? You know, Edomites got to go. You know, so they got to destroy themselves, man. You know, we can't save them. The Lord Yabashim Ashai can't save them. So, hey, it's not up to me. It's not up to you. Shalom.